Hey everybody, I'm just going to do a quick review here of the Sawyer Squeeze filter system. A lot of people have been asking about it and whether it's worth buying, and a lot of people have been saying how much they like it, so I'm just gonna kind of show some others how great this system is. At least that's what I think. So I'll just dive right in. Pretty much, if you're backpacking, you have three options for filtering or purifying water, and that would be your typical pump system, like I think it's called a Katadyn Hiker Pro. Just a typical, you'll put the tube into the water and pump water out. And then you have the chemical treatments, such as something simple as bleach or the Aquamira, and then there's the really nasty iodine tablets you can use, which I would never recommend because they're also pretty bad for your health, apparently, over the long term. And then you have pumps, chemicals, and then kind of this, what I would call an inline filter or a squeeze filter, kind of like this, which works similar to a pump, except you don't have to actually pump the water through, at least not with a pump system. So with that said, I think this is the best system. The chemical systems they work, but they leave a bad taste, I think. I don't really like the taste of the chlorine. And you know, you can run out in the field. You probably won't because it uses such a little amount of drops, but that is always something to consider. You could run out and you'll have to buy more. And the other pump systems are pretty slow if you've ever tried to use one. They take a lot of pumping. They're heavy and really bulky. So I think that's where this filter really shines. This is a Sawyer Squeeze. As of right now, you can get it online on Amazon for about $42, which is not bad considering how far it'll get you. I used this on my entire thru hike. Never once had a problem with it, and it's still going strong. I'm still going to be using it for a long time, I feel like. It's got a 1,000,000 gallon guarantee on it, so it's guaranteed to filter water for 1,000,000 gallons at least, probably more, as long as you take care of it. And while I'm on that subject, taking care of it means back flushing it. So basically, this has two ends here. It's got a typical bottle end here, which is where the water comes out, and it's got an input where you screw in your bag and squeeze water through. And taking care of the system is as easy as unscrewing this top part, filling this syringe with water, putting it up against this, and then just squeezing water backwards through the system. That'll flush out any debris and any buildup in the filter. Now, I did that on the trail. I used this every single day, multiple times, and I pumped it, I back flushed it probably once a month maybe, at most. And I did not carry the syringe, although I did, a couple times I did borrow, some friends had a syringe that I borrowed, but other times I would just put some water into my cheeks and put a lot of pressure on this side and just back flush it with my mouth. And I know that's not ideal, but it works and it'll keep it running, so you really don't even need this syringe to clean the filter. So that's how you clean it. And with that said, I will move on to some other things. The filter is really light. It's about 2.5 ounces, and that's about the same as a full system of Aquamira. Although it says 2.5 ounces, but after you use it once or twice, you get some water in there, and it's a little heavier than that because it holds some water inside of it. But I mean, that's not even worth worrying about, in my opinion. So it's lightweight. It's really fast. It's got a high flow rate compared to some of the pump systems, and it's instantaneous, unlike chemical treatments where you have to wait 15 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe more with iodine. And it's really durable. I mean, there's really not much to break on this thing. It's just, the only thing you have to consider is that you can't let it freeze. So if you know it's going to be below freezing, or if it's going to get close to it, just sleep with it in your sleeping bag or in your quilt. That's what I did. And I always kept it, I just made this little bag out of ripstop nylon. I just kept it inside of here just in case. No reason really, I don't think you'd have to. Okay, the filter when you buy it will come with 3 of these little bags in varying sizes. I think maybe 2 liter, 1 liter, and half a liter for some reason, something like that. But these bags that it comes with are really not good. That's the only downfall of this system. I've heard for this year that they might be improving them, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't even take the chance. I know people that tried these on the trail and they pretty much broke within a couple uses. So really not worth using these. What I do recommend is just using a standard platypus, and they have the threading that will work just fine. This is a 2 liter platypus, another piece of gear that's really good. And I know some people that also used just your standard 20 ounce or 1 liter plastic bottle, as long as it has this type of threading, which is pretty much standard. So even if you, for some reason, your platypus doesn't work or you didn't have anything else, surely you would have a 20 ounce bottle somewhere around, or you could pick one up in the next town to use with your filter. So that's another benefit. And it's a little bit hard to open here. I'm just going to show you real quick how it works in case you're curious. It's pretty easy. You just take your filter, take your platypus bag, make sure it's lined up right, and then oops, there it goes, and then just push down and squeeze. You don't have to over tighten it. And when you say you have your bottle here that you want to put your water in, you just tilt it upside down, squeeze the bag, and it pretty much flows out on its own. If you want it to flow faster, just squeeze a little tighter, and you get a really steady, pretty significant flow rate compared to most pump filters. And it's easy as that. And you can also drink from it, and you can suck it like a bottle would if you want to get a lot of water out. Works great. That's really all there is to cover as far as function goes. I would definitely recommend this filter. It's lightweight, compact, not really bulky like those big pump filters. Easy to use, high flow rate, and really in the long run it's not that expensive. It's about maybe same price as probably 3 refills of Aquamira, and it'll last longer than that. And it's way cheaper than a pump system. One last thing, the only thing it doesn't filter out are viruses, which most of your pump systems don't filter out, and the chemical systems can treat those. I'm not sure, I don't remember if Aquamira treats viruses or not. I would think it would, but at least in the continental US, you are extremely unlikely to run into a virus. That would be more in areas where the water is polluted with human waste or stuff like that. But you probably won't run into it, so shouldn't be a problem. I think that's about all there is to cover. Use a platypus is what I would recommend, and just go out and get one. I mean, as far as I know, that's the best system there is for filtering water while you're backpacking. So we'll see you later, and look for some more reviews coming soon on some different gear. If you have any suggestions, definitely leave some comments knowing or telling me maybe what you want to see reviews on or what type of videos you want. I'm kind of looking to make some more videos here soon because I have some time on my hands. So I'll see you later.